Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I just saw Kathleen Lights post this exact video and I loved watching it, but I have very oily skin. So this video is going to be how I prep my skin for makeup, and I definitely loved her video and I think it was very well thought out and there was a lot of great tips in there for those of you with dry skin. However, because my skin's a little more oily, there were a lot of things in there that I either don't do, can't do, or some things that were missing that are very necessary for me to make sure that my makeup stays flawless all day long. So if that's something you're into, make sure to keep on watching, and please don't forget to subscribe because I do upload 3 times a week, and that is the best way to stay up to date on all the fun stuff I'm posting. Just like Kathleen's video though, this is gonna be a 2-parter. This is just gonna be me talking through the skincare and skin prep side of things, and then I'm gonna be doing a second video in the coming weeks of my go-to event glam, which is what I would use all of this skincare process for. So I'm gonna get into the video and stop rambling. So I have already cleansed the skin using my Murad AHA BHA cleanser. I do like to use that on the days that I am gonna be wearing makeup, especially because I am male. I have skin texture, I have enlarged pores, and I need things that are going to really help to diminish some of that texture. So especially on the days I do not shave every time I put on makeup. It would be excessive and really bad for your skin. So I don't shave every day. So like today I did not shave because I did shave yesterday. So first thing I would do is wash and cleanse my face. So I did already cleanse the skin. I will put a picture of which one I used. Immediately after that, I'm gonna take the Sephora glycolic peel pads. Typically you don't wanna over exfoliate your skin, but I find that the combination of the Murad with this one is gentle enough that on the days I am really going a little bit easier on the exfoliation, I wouldn't mix it. But on days like today where we are going in with makeup, I want to make sure that my skin is as smooth and texture-free as humanly possible. Then, the most important part of oil control is gonna be your toner. So I have been loving the Ole Henriksen Oil Control Balancing Toner. I heard about this from Desi Perkins, who raved about it, and I just take a little bit of that on a cotton square. This is a Shiseido one. It is like a little magical pillow of fluffiness. I find it is just like the best cotton, and people don't often think about the cotton rounds they're using. I do, I'm obsessed. But this is definitely a little potent. It is very strong of an astringent, and it is one of the few toners I have found that actually will keep my oils at bay for more than 12 hours. So next up would be my essence. I am gonna be completely honest, I switch up my essence every single day. I am trying to finish up my Tatcha essence. I do love this, but I've had this for way too long, so I am trying to finish it. With an essence, you do wanna make sure that you are applying it with your hands, pressing it into the skin, as opposed to dragging it or using cotton. With these water-based or these skin softening essences, you do want to make sure that you are using something that is using your hands, something non-porous, something to just put that product down and let it absorb into the skin. Now, I have gotten a lot of questions as to whether or not an essence is really a necessary step in your routine. First off, it does prep the skin for skincare so that everything else is a little bit more potent. But the most important thing is I find that it plumps the skin up. It makes sure that any lines are kind of smoothed out. I get this really bad line right here no matter what I do. And when I take my essence directly before I put on my makeup and put it there, I do find that it is a lot less pronounced throughout the day. So while the essence is soaking in, I do then follow in with my under eye care. So this is the Shaba Complex Eye Serum from Drunk Elephant. This is an eye serum, not an eye cream. So this is something that I take morning and night, gently on the under eye area, and this one is actually also what we call 360 safe. So you can take this on the entire orbital bone area and even onto the lid of the eye. Anti-aging does not stop right here. You have to make sure you're taking it everywhere. Not every eye serum is 360 safe, so you do want to make sure you're checking your ingredients first, but this is going to help with hydration. The important part about that is my eyelids get very oily, so most shadows crease on me. When I use something like this, that extra added hydration on the entire eye area helps to limit some oil production, especially because I cannot take a toner on the entire eyelid. That would be horrible for your eyes. And now that we've done an eye serum, we're gonna go in with an eye cream. This is the Murad Renewing Eye Cream. It's a little pricey, but I'm obsessed with it. First off, and you'll see like it slides up. It's very similar to the Milk Hydro Grip packaging, where it's like a suction, so you take it through the pump, but there's no like straw, so you're not like losing product. I hate bottles like this, because first off, I cannot see the product. Second, once it stops pumping, I don't know if there's anything left in there. With this, I can see when I'm out and when I'm running low. So the reason I love this one so much is it's a little bit of a thicker eye cream. This one, you just focus on the under eye area, but I find that it is great for anti-aging, great for fine lines, wrinkles, dehydration, the works. But what I love most about this is because it's so thick, it almost smooths over the line and works as an under eye concealer primer. So I don't know if you guys can see on camera, but in person, I already see, especially on this side, the lines are much less pronounced and are a lot more like smoothed over and ready for concealer. So it's not gonna be like super over the top creasy. Everything is gonna wear a lot better throughout the day. Plus the added hydration is also gonna help, because even though I'm very oily, under eyes are notoriously normal to dry. And because I powder my whole face so much to keep my oils down, the amount of powder on my under eye, this is gonna help keeping it from getting cracky and flaky throughout the day. Now the next step is gonna be a little bit more, I'm not gonna say optional because serums are very important, but you wanna make sure to communicate with your skin. I don't use the same serums every single day. I use what I think my skin needs in that moment. So last night I felt that my skin was really nice and it was really like feeling pretty good, so I used more of my nourishing serums as opposed to my like salicylic acid, oil control, acne control, the works. I gave my skin a little bit of a break. Because of that, today my skin is looking good. It's a little bit glowy, which is not a bad thing. So I'm gonna be taking the Glam Glow Super Serum today. The reason for that is that all of the blends of acids in here are gonna help with oil control, acne control, and hydration, and cell turnover, and it's lightly exfoliating, so it is really good for the skin. But even if you don't have oily skin, this is good for glow because of those resurfacing AHAs and BHAs. Basically, this is good for any skin type. So I do need a little bit more because I took like a half pump and I forgot that this one is very quick to absorb. With most serums, I do not take a full pump out of the jar. I usually go in with a half pump, and if they're a little bit thicker, that's fine. With this one, I do find I need a little bit more, so I will actually use a full pump. And you see how it just leaves a little bit of a glow to the skin? That is that blend of lactic, glycolic, etc. acids. The entire super collection, the cleanser, the toner, this, and the mask, all have those same 6 blend of acids. So you're getting the same benefits as you would with the charcoal mask, which is gonna be great for purification in a serum form. And now that the skincare is basically done, everything here it's still looking glowy, but it's very matte. Like I can feel here, this is not oil, this is like legit glow. So we do wanna follow up with a nice moisturizer. I've mentioned this in several favorites videos, but like my favorite moisturizer for before makeup is gonna be the Nourishing 3.0 from Sephora collection. The reason for that is I compare this to if the Drunk Elephant Lala Retro and the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base had a baby. You get all of the priming, smoothing benefits of the Bobbi Brown and the deep hydration, plus it is a moisturizer, so it is great for your skin. They do market this more for dry skin, but I have noticed that on the days I wear this under makeup, my skin just looks so good, my makeup wears so well, and everything just looks super smooth, super hydrated, and super healthy. And one last step. This is the last thing I put onto my skin as skincare, skin prep before I go in with primers. This is gonna be the Murad City Skin Age Defense Broad Spectrum SPF 50. This is a mineral sunscreen. I have spoken about this many times on my channel before. The thing that I think sets this apart from any other SPF I've used, first off, it's a mineral SPF, so you don't need to reapply it every 2 hours like you do with most chemical SPFs. Most importantly, all SPFs are gonna give you UVA and UVB. This one gives you infrared, but it also gives you blue light defense. I am in front of fluorescent lighting. I have a computer screen in front of me 24/7. We all live on our phones. This does not leave my side. So if we're constantly exposing our skin to blue light, we should be protecting it from blue light. So I'm gonna take this, and I do like to I start on the cheeks, I take a little bit on the forehead, and then some down the nose. That is plenty. You don't need to go in with that much if you don't feel like it, but I feel like my skin eats it a little bit. So I do like to go in a little heavier with the SPF, make sure I am protected. And this is every day, whether I am inside, outside, shopping, playing, doing whatever. Max playing with my curtains. So if you see those moving in the background, it's the cat. So another major benefit of this SPF. First off, you're gonna see that the skin looks very glowy and very dewy. This is not going to be oil on oily skin. This is just gonna be healthy base underneath all of your makeup. So don't think that this shine is gonna translate to greasiness. Also, and this is a major point, because this has a peachy tone to it, it doesn't leave a white cast on the skin, whether you're as fair and pasty as I am, or even if you have a more deep complexion, this is still gonna blend out to be not ashy and not white. So that way you're gonna get it great for all skin types and really protect that skin. The big thing to remember is shine and grease versus dewy and glow are very different. This is gonna be a combination of hydration and exfoliation and glow, as opposed to when your like skin gets super flat matte, that's when it gets dry and crusty. So like today, when I put my makeup on top of this, everything's gonna lay very smoothly, everything's gonna be very crisp, and I'm gonna get 12 plus hours after this. It is currently 11 o'clock and my makeup won't be coming off until about midnight tonight. So I'm gonna need a full 10 plus hours of wear. So I wanna make sure that I'm using the right combination of hydration and oil control. I have said this before and I hope you guys listen to what I'm saying. Hydrated skin versus oily skin are not the same thing. You can be oily just because your skin is dehydrated. And I can't tell you how many times people will make the assumption of oily skin doesn't need a moisturizer, when in reality, a lot of that oil and sebum production could be from a combination of underhydrating, lack of hyaluronic acid, or overexfoliation. Any combination of that will produce extra oils. So you wanna make sure that you're using the right combination of products that's going to combat your oils while still hydrating the skin. Because again, I have a healthy glow to the skin. I am not gonna be shiny. I am not gonna be glowy, except for where I put my highlighter and where I want to glow. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Please let me know down below, and I love, lately I've been seeing you guys comment to each other. Please, if you guys have any questions on any of these products, leave them down below. I will answer, other people will answer, it will be great. But more importantly, leave your tips for dry skin, oily skin, it doesn't matter. What are some skincare and skin prep things that you do to keep and make sure your makeup lasts all day long? Thank you guys again. I will see you in my next video. Bye.